What is good with y'all boys? YouTube is Boogie, and welcome back to another video. Yes, back with another banger on the channel. So check this out. Today's topic is going to be about shadow work and how to work on your past. Now, your past is very, very important, and this honestly affects your present state. I know a lot of people say that the only thing that matters is the current moment, and yes, while that is true, our brains don't operate in the current moment. We have the capacity to, you know, have memories and think about the past and think about the future. So we're a lot more critical and a lot more complex than a lot of people make it to seem. Yes, you can focus on the current moment, but it's not as easy as that. So some other tips and tricks to help with, focusing on the current moment is to work and love and come to accept your past. Love is everything. Love is the core of everything, and it's really the center energy of what makes things run in life. I don't believe this world will be in existence without love. That's just my perspective. That's just my opinion. I don't believe that this world would be able to function without love, without positivity, without a light, because there is the opposite to that, which is a darkness of evil and a lot more sinister energy that goes into that. And I feel like that, yes, it plays a role in so that is why I feel like love is such an important factor. And when you love yourself, this is, bro, and I want y'all to lock in when I say this. When you love yourself, this is the essence of your existence. This is the essence of you being able to wake up the next day and be happy and content with your life, as if you love yourself. You cannot, and listen up when I say this, you can, and I'm not talking to the viewers, I'm talking to you specifically. You cannot walk throughout this life or go throughout this life and not love yourself. You got to love yourself, bro. Like, and it's a lot easier said than done, right? You cannot copy and paste. I know a lot of people try to copy and paste. They think that they can find external factors to bring them value, to bring them that sense of feeling that void within. But my nigga, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, bro, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen, bro. And I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you've seen it. If you don't know that, I'm sure you've seen it in your immediate friend group or within your immediate circle, in your immediate environment. Now listen to me when I tell you. I'm not talking to the viewers when I say this. I'm talking to you specifically. You cannot find love anywhere else but from within. So listen. So listen to me when I say this, and I'm not talking to the viewers, I'm talking to you specifically. You cannot find love from anywhere else but from within. You will not be able to fill that void with anything else but love from within. This is potent energy that comes from the divine, that comes from the creator, that is poured into you, that you have to pour into yourself, right? That's how that works. You're pouring love into yourself. And it's a lot easier said than done. I know a lot of people try to copy and paste. They try to replicate, clone other things, other people that they see in their immediate environment or immediate circle. And they feel like, if I can apply that to my life, then maybe I'll get a sense of peace. Maybe I'll get a sense of relief. And it doesn't work like that. You got to heal from your past trauma. I know a lot of people had a fucked up past, gone through a lot of stuff. A lot of trials and tribulations that really young people shouldn't have to experience in life. They got dealt that bad hand. I understand, but it's not about that bad hand. It's not about how you started. What did I say? It's about how you finished, and it's really a matter of coming to accept and love those traumas, those fucked up moments, that fucked up past. Yeah, that's there to help you learn, to help you mature and grow in the process. That's there for a reason. See, everything is according to alignment, right? You are frequency, and this entire world is frequency and is moving out of vibrations, right? So if you can align yourself with this world, you will be in tune in a flow state, which is love, is purity in its truest, deepest form. And love is very much achievable, very much attainable. But just like everything else in life, it takes work. Just like everything else in life, it's a consistent daily thing that you're going to have to work towards so that you can apply it. You feel me? That makes sense, don't it? Right? I know it makes sense. Now look, now listen up, lock in. I want y'all to really work on y'all past, work on y'all shadow work, and it's so important. If you had a traumatizing moment as a kid that dealing with a family member, maybe you were GARAPE, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about YouTube, just making sense of words, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it PG. But if you were evicted to that, or if you were assaulted, you know what I'm saying, sexually, then those are hard things. Like, most people's like, bro, how do you get over a trauma like that? How do you heal from something like that? How do you heal from something so deep and wicked? How do you heal from something like that? Well, me personally, I believe you can heal from the deepest scars. You really can. The most deepest wounds can be healed over time, and it takes work, and it's not gonna be easy. But it's a process that you're gonna have to trust, right? It's a trusted process, and you're gonna have people in your life that you trust, that also are a reflective mirror of that love that you're pouring into yourself. Everything is a reflection of what you are, right? Everything that's in your surroundings, in your environment, is a reflection of what you're emitting into the world, or what type of energy you're giving off, and those things are just around you. That's how the law of attraction is, right? So now that you know these things are happening, right, you've got to understand that, hey, I know that horrible situation happened to me, right? And it's very hard for me to accept and get past this, but I must accept and get past this in order for me to put one foot forward and actually to truly move on from that instance, and not to always have that feeling lingering in the back of my head, lingering in my thoughts, my conscious, wondering, will I ever get a break? Will I ever break out of the loop, the cycle, the hamster wheel? You got to understand, you will. It's just a matter of working towards that freedom, working, and that's what I call it, freedom, working towards that, progressively building up to essentially, like I said, come to not only accept that instance that happened to you that might have been fucked up, but loving that instance, saying, hey, yeah, that's what makes me as a person, right? That's a part of me now. And yeah, that instance happened to me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna let that instance define who I am as a person and who I choose to be going forward. It could really be that simple. But like I said, it takes time, it takes work. Right? Now, if you don't think putting in that certain time and certain work is necessary, then I'm not gonna say that your life is not gonna go the way that you want it to, but you can get more out of less. I would say you could definitely get more out of less, and facing that head on, you know what I'm saying, facing your problems head on, that's what creates essentially grit, and that's what develops character and develops who you are as a person. Trust me. And then when you look back, you're like, this is part of the journey. I'm that nigga. What are you talking about? This is part of the journey, bro. I done come this far, and it wasn't all for nothing. This is who I am. This is cemented in my legacy for my bloodline. My family eats off of me. My family runs off of me. Everything runs off of me. That's how it could be. But you've got to heal. You got to do that shadow work. You got to do that journaling, right? You got to come to acceptance. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's got to be a repetition. You got to keep telling yourself, yeah, you think about that. If that moment pop in your head, this is what I like to do. If a moment pop in my head that I feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying, oh, that was an embarrassing moment, or that was a moment that I'm not so happy about, you know what I'm saying, I'll just sit there with that thought, and I'll just do this. Well, okay, for sure. But that moment is not me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that happened to me, but that moment is not me. You feel me? And I look at that moment as a whole, and I just accept it, bro. And I love it for what it was. So once you come to terms with those instances, once you come to terms with those past memories, past experiences, then you will come to realize that, hey, what you went through in life, you know what I'm saying, up or down, my nigga, you still here, bro. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? None of that other shit matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it already done happened or hasn't happened yet. So the best thing that you can do is just enjoy what you got right now. Just enjoy and try to be as aware and as focused on the current moment as possible. That's all that matters. Focus on what you got now. Focus on things that you can attend and care to now, you know? And progressively work on, you know, past experiences, being okay with that. And if you're a person who overthinks, then trying not to give yourself anxiety, because I know a lot of y'all overthinks be like, oh yeah, bro, overthinking, bro, it really doesn't save me in a lot of instances, a lot of situations. No, it didn't, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It did not do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You was just wasting your time, bro. You just overthinking, thinking about a whole bunch of outcomes and calculating a whole bunch of shit in your head that it never had actually happened. That's really what it is, bro. Got your smart computer firing off on all cylinders and calculating for what, bro? Because everything you thinking of in your head did not play out in real life 9 times out of 10. Right? Okay, anyway, so boom, once we got that down pat, once we know that, right, then, like I said, we can get back to the essence of things, being content and loving our current moment, our current self, being happy and telling, hey, look in the mirror, I love myself, nigga. I love my smile. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else do it like me. Nobody else shine like me. Nobody else glow like me. Little boosts of affirmations gives you a different sense of confidence and assertive secureness within yourself, that you continue to go throughout this world with your head held high, with your shoulders, you know what I'm saying, back, chest sticking out, you feel me? Because you got a certain aura about yourself. You carry yourself in a certain manner, and not anything can just get to you, can just blow you over like that. Because you that nigga. Why? Because you that nigga. You feel me? I'm that nigga. I won't ever change. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. And that's how you should always feel, always go throughout life. You gotta love yourself, nigga. That's the video for today. I'm out.